Arsenal 5, Leeds United nil. Player ratings, fantastic performance. Let's start with David Raya. For me, the best goalkeeper in the league. Once again, clean sheet. He didn't have too many saves to make, but what he had to make, he did. Fantastic save. I think it's from Struijk from the corner. And then his passing today was really good as well. So as I take a look at his stats as well, I was going to give him, I usually give a rating before I check the stats. So my rating for him is 8 out of 10. Let me just check his stats very quickly. David Raya, he made one save, that one from the corner. His long passes, 6 out of 9 pass accuracy, bro. When I look at these other goalkeepers giving away the ball every single time, we are blessed to have Raya. Even if he makes 2 or 3 mistakes in a season, there's other goalkeepers who are making 2 or 3 mistakes in a game. So David Raya for me, 8 out of 10. Clean sheet. I hope he can win the Golden Glove once again this season. I really absolutely love him. And I really loved Ramsdale. So for a goalkeeper to come in and, make me really like him this much and openly say that he's the best goalkeeper in the league, I really like him. And David Raya is fantastic. Julian Timber. It's like his defense is not enough. He's going forward and he's giving us goals and assists as well. Yeah, that was a complete performance from Timber. I'm going to give him a 10. We don't usually give 10s that often, but that was a 10 out of 10 performance from Timber. I don't think he did anything wrong at all today. And the fact that and the pass, not even just the goals and the assists, the quality of the assist to Saka, that through pass was very well timed. He saw that Saka was onside pass. Fantastic. He had an assist. He had 2 goals. 2 interceptions, 4 tackles, 4 out of 7 ground duels, 100% aerial duels, 91% pass accuracy, 100% long passes. Chewy and Tim, I really hope he stays fit, man, because this guy is really good. This guy is fantastic, man. So we usually talk about Arsenal having the best defense, even when Timber is injured, even when Calafiori is injured. We usually forget that we have players like this to come back, These are really, really good players. And Timber, once again, 10 out of 10 performance today. Yeah, I think that's the first 10 out of 10 of the season. Let's see how many more we'll get that. Let's go to the other fullback. Calafiori is also on fire. I hope we can also keep him fit. Now, obviously, defensively, we know that maybe up against a Salah or Mbeumo, I don't think he gets exposed like an Andre Santos back in the day, or maybe even Zinchenko. Defensively, no. But he's very good going forward. You can even put him on the wing. Like if you don't have a wing, you can put Calafiori on the wing. And now he's now become double important. Now that you're going to be using Eze on the wing and Trossard on the wing, and those guys are going to cut into the right foot. And even the way Madueke plays, you're going to need someone to overlap. As we saw Madueke and Calafiori, that combination in the first half, you're going to need him to do that. I'm going to give Calafiori a 9 out of 10. He got, I think he got more than 1 assist for sure. So he played 64 minutes just like Timber. He got 2 assists. Yeah. He blocked a shot. He was dribbled past only once. He only committed 1 foul. 2 chances created from a defender. And the fact that he made that pass to Gyokeres to open up his Arsenal account, and the quality of the pass and the quickness of the pass, that is what I want to see. He's literally given everyone else an example of how to make sure Gyokeres is scoring, giving him chances, quick passes. So for that, I'm giving you an extra mark. 9 out of 10 for Calafiori. I absolutely love those fullbacks that we have. And we still have players like Lewis Kelly and Ben White, Oh, this is so good, man. I really hope these players can stay fit. I'm really excited for what is coming. Center backs. Now, we know what Gabriel and Saliba are all about, tackles and blocked shots. And even if you're 5-0 up, you're seeing Saliba sprinting to make sure that he keeps a clean sheet. Like these guys, that is what feeds them. They don't care whether we win 7-0. They want to keep a clean sheet. I feel like Gabriel and Saliba, if they go to bed at night and Arsenal have won 7-0, they're not happy. They want that clean sheet, and that is what you want to have in the team. People who want to keep clean sheets, people who take pride in defending. Fantastic. And the places we've come from in terms of defending, bro. 2021, when we were playing Man City away, our defense was, I think, Bellerin, Chambers, Kolasinac, Holding. Come on, man. Like the defenders we have right now, man, we are so blessed, man. And I'm so happy that another reason why I'm saying this transfer window is almost a 10 out of 10, even if you don't sign anyone else, is because you've given players like Gabriel a new contract. You have to keep a player like that. Like, you cannot buy Gyokeres and sell Gabriel. You're strengthening your attack, but you're killing your defense. You cannot do that. I want all of them to be there. Gabriel, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, all these guys, I want them to be there in the same team. Gabriel today, I think, because Calafiori and Timber scored, obviously, so they get more. I'm going to give Gabriel an 8 out of 10. He was part of the team that kept a clean sheet, so I think that is good enough. In terms of his stats, if we quickly take a look at Gabriel's stats, SofaScore giving him a 7.5, so not too far from what I gave him. 1 clearance, 1 blocked shot, 1 interception, 3 out of 4 aerial duels, 100% ground deals, 92% pass accuracy, 5 out of 7 long passes. So he made more than 100 passes and he had almost 100% pass accuracy. So he was very careful with his passes, and he wasn't even trying to be careful. No, he was just very accurate. Even in the long passes, most of them were landing. So Gabriel, 8 out of 10. We are so blessed to have this player. I'm going to give the same to his defensive partner, 8 out of 10. They were in the PFA team of the year for a reason. Both of them are improving season in, season out, and this Saliba is still very young. Even Gabriel, these guys are nowhere near their prime yet. So Saliba as well, 8 out of 10. I absolutely love these defenders that we have. I wouldn't mind after the Liverpool game, after the Man City games as well. When you get into October, there, November, I wouldn't mind them even resting in Premier League games. I love the clean sheets in the Premier League and stuff, but when there's a chance to rest someone, we can rest Gabriel. When there's a chance to rest Saliba, we can rest him in the Premier League. They don't have to play all 38 games because we need them to stay fit. We've been using them a lot over the last 3-4 years. Saliba had 3 clearances, 1 interception, 100% aerial duels, 50% ground duel, that is 1 out of 2, 128 touches of the ball, 96% pass accuracy, 122. Now, I know for the defenders, it's a bit easy to have high accuracy in terms of passes, but these guys are not just passing to each other. They're also attempting like long passes to Saka and those guys, and they're reaching their destination. So for Saliba, I'm also going to give him an 8 out of 10. Our defenders, we've been blessed. With these defenders, we've been blessed, man. So let's go to the midfield. So last week, Zubimendi and Rice did not play well against Man United, but this week we saw the qualities once again. So Zubimendi, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. That first chance that Gyokeres got, when people are saying, my God, Gyokeres is useless. This is why I told you should have signed Sesko. It was Zubimendi making the interception. And it created that chance for Gyokeres. And I think overall in the game, Zubimendi and Rice are still going to be better than that. Today, they didn't really need to because we were dominating everything, and the wingers were great and the defenders were great. Calafiori and Timber coming into the midfield areas and dominating as well. Zubimendi, I'm going to give him a 7. He was definitely better than the Man United game. Hopefully, Nogard also recovers soon. We have 6 injuries already. Goodness me. 1 out of 3 long passes. He had 94 touches of the ball, 89% pass accuracy. He was fouled once. He committed only 2 fouls. 3 tackles in midfield, 1 interception that led to the chance. 4 out of 6 ground duels. I'm happy. He's a quality player. Like, he's going to click. Like, for me, I'm not looking at Zubimendi and Gyokeres and Madueke right now and saying, oh my goodness, you have to put up 10 out of 10 performances right now. No, let's check again in October. When you get to match week 10, I'll check again and see how Gyokeres has done and how Zubimendi has done. But so far, it's good. Zubimendi 7 out of 10 for today. Declan Rice, man, those corners, even if Rice wasn't a good player at all, those corners alone would be giving him like 7 out of 10 because the way he delivers, that is a guy who's practiced that. And Rice was a guy who used to get into the box and score headers and, attempt to score headers. So that Rice taking corners is the biggest compliment I give to Nicolas Siovo. Because of that, they're the ones who spotted Rice and told him he need to be taking the corners. So that alone, that is one reason I'll never really even hate Iovo. Yeah, never. Because of that alone, he's the one who so Rice can take those corners, and it's helping us. When it's hard to break down a team, score that corner, and then they're going to open up, and then you're going to score more goals after that. Why not? And I think we scored from 2 of his corners today. And in midfield, the interceptions once again, Declan Rice is just absolutely superb, man. And on top of that, he's giving us attacking returns as well. Last week wasn't the best of game. I think last week I gave Rice a 6 out of 10. That is like one of the lowest I've ever given Declan Rice. Today, it was back to the Declan Rice we are used to. 8 out of 10. They can still be better. Rice and Zubimendi can still put up 10 out of 10 performances, like we've seen Rice doing a lot against Liverpool, Chelsea, Man United, Man City. Today, 8 out of 10. He also got that assist, and we also scored from another corner one of his, so he gets a couple of extra marks there. 8 out of 10. If you take a look at his stats, today Declan Rice, he played 90 minutes. He assisted, 97% pass accuracy, 3 out of 4 accurate crosses. This guy is supposed to be a defensive midfielder, but if it's crazy, it's likely to be, more defensive returns. But even if you look at his attacking returns, absolutely superb. His attacking numbers are crazy. 2 out of 3 long passes, 97% pass accuracy. He was dribbled past only once. Dribble attempts 100%. This guy is dribbling past players, and then he created 3 chances. Yeah, Declan Rice, man, so blessed to have him. This kind of players that we have in this squad, I'm feeling really good, man. I really hope it can work out now. Yeah, there's a lot of pressure at this season. I agree with you guys. I absolutely love Arteta. I want him to stay at Arsenal, but this season there's a lot of pressure. This is a very good team. This is, the Declan Rice is like one of the best in the business. Zubimendi is like one of the best in the business. Gyokeres is like one of the best in the business. Gabriel and Saliba, definitely the best in the business. Look at all of these guys and man, we're a really good team. This is a really good team. 8 out of 10 for Rice. Odegaard only was injured very early. He went off early. Can you really rate Odegaard? He wasn't on for too long, Odegaard. I really hope it's not a serious injury. Although when Odegaard was on, how many minutes did he play? Like almost 30 or something. He still did a few bits here and there as well. And when he got injured, when that time he got fouled, it was actually a very good piece of skill. I think it was a throw-in, and then the way he turned and left those 2 defenders, they had to foul him. That was great. So yeah, he went off 38 minutes. So I'm just going to give him a 6 out of 10. I really hope he's not injured again, man. I've been seeing this thing again. I'm going to ask you guys, please, man, Arsenal fans, I'm begging you, please. We've signed Eze. I'm so happy. We've signed Gyokeres. I'm so happy. I wanted all these guys to stay at Arsenal, to come to Arsenal. But we cannot be going on Twitter and once again now making compilations of Martinelli missing chances and saying, thank God Eze is here. Martinelli, get out. He's still going to be here. Martinelli is still going to be an Arsenal player. So it doesn't help anyone when you try to put him down more. It doesn't help anyone. We know he's not playing well. I did not want Martinelli to play today. He definitely needs to up his game. That's why he did not come on today. Against Liverpool next week, he probably plays because of his defensive work, but these home games like these ones, he probably doesn't even come on. I can say that loud and clear. He does not deserve to start. I'm talking about the abuse, going online and saying Odegaard is injured. Maybe it's a good thing for us because Eze is here. No, it's not a good thing Odegaard is injured. Even if we've signed Eze and Messi and Suarez, it doesn't matter. We want everyone to be fit. So that's why I'm bringing up that because of Odegaard, because I saw people saying, he's not been playing well. It's okay if he's injured. And he's not injured. He's not injured. Even if Tony Adams said he's not the best of captains, I don't agree with that. We don't want Odegaard injured. We want him to be part of the team. I want everyone to be part of the team. I want Havertz to recover. I want Martinelli to up his game. I want Odegaard to perform well. So it doesn't help anyone when you're starting to say things like Odegaard, yeah, it's okay that he's injured. It's not okay. It's not okay. So 6 out of 10. In the transfer window, though, it may mean if we signed Eze because Havertz got injured, I saw someone saying, maybe this time you're going to bring Semenyo after Odegaard got injured and maybe bring on Lookman because Saka got injured. Maybe you're going to sign those players because these players are injured, but nah, we don't want anyone to be injured. We want these players to be there. So Odegaard 6 out of 10. Let's go to the forward players. Saka. Another player got injured, man. The goal was absolutely incredible from Bukayo Saka, man. He's just such a genius, man. That goal was absolutely fantastic. The performance was the first 25 minutes. He was a bit quiet. He wasn't the Saka that we know. But again, maybe it's a good thing that we're not really using Saka throughout. The goals are coming from other areas as well. That is probably a positive. There's a point where we couldn't do anything if Saka didn't perform. So maybe now we can do something even without Saka. Today that goal was fantastic. He was on until the 53rd minute. So I'm going to give Saka 7 out of 10. He was my FPL captain. I changed it from Gyokeres. I should have kept it on Gyokeres. I didn't know Saka was going to get injured. He probably would have had another assist after that if he didn't get injured. 7 out of 10. Hopefully, it's not that serious. We can try and survive against Liverpool next week. No going for the international break, Odegaard and Saka. No international games for you. You rest after the Liverpool game, and then hopefully they can come back after that. Let's wait and see. Saka, 7 out of 10. Madueke on the left side, he started the game really, really well. Him and Calafiori were sorry, I forgot to check the stats for Saka. I was supposed to check the stats for Saka. Let me just confirm that. So Saka had one shot on target, 100% crosses, 86% passes. He only had 14 passes in this match. He lost possession 6 times. He was fouled once. 1 out of 3 ground duels. So yeah, obviously expect Saka to be better, but hopefully he comes back soon, man. This is a player that you need in your team. 7 out of 10 for Saka. Now for Noni Madueke, I've given everyone above a 7. If I was giving halves, now again, I still prefer Madueke on the right side. I think he did okay on the left side, but I still prefer him on the right side. Now that Saka is injured, he's going to play on the right side. If Saka is out next week, are we going to start Madueke on the right? If he does, it's a big game. That's like these days, that is our biggest game of the season, Liverpool. So if Saka is injured, if Madueke starts, then you need a very big game there. When you're playing on the right side, I need to see more. On the left side, I still think there's a good combination with Calafiori and also with Rice as well in those areas. And on the right side, he was putting in some good crosses, just they're being cleared. They're showing the highlights again. I'm going to watch this game a lot of times today, don't worry. If I was giving halves, I would give him a 6.5 for today, Madueke. But because we had such a good day, who cares, man? 7 out of 10. He gets an extra 0.5 because we announced Eze today. What the hell? I'm going to give him an extra because I'm feeling good about Eze being announced today. But it would be a 6.5. I think 6 is a bit too low because there's still some very good crosses there. But I would understand if you give him a 6, no problem. I would understand. You still need to see more for sure. I'm giving this player 7, 8 and stuff, but obviously I still need to see more from Odegaard when he comes back. I still need to see more from Zubimendi, still need to see more from Madueke. But for Madueke, as a Gyokeres, Zubimendi, I'm going to give them at least 5 games to settle in. You're not just going to come into a team and, be the best player right away, Rice was an exception. Rice is the only one who can really do that, come into a team and be the best player like 10 games in a row. Gyokeres, he got his goals, guys. He got his goals, man. And it's even more perfect, because the kind of goal that he scored, the first goal, fantastic, man. Absolutely fantastic. And the second goal, the fact that it was a penalty, even better. You know why? Because people are saying, can we really sign Gyokeres? He scored a lot of penalties. We need someone to score those penalties. We went out to Man United in the FA Cup because we missed penalties. We missed a lot of penalties. Odegaard missed, Havertz missed, even Saka missed against Madrid. Sterling missed his. I think Trossard missed his. Like last time, we missed a lot of penalties. So we need someone to score those penalties. And in the penalty shootouts that we had during preseason, we had like 3 or 4. We lost like 2 of them. So maybe even 3 of them we lost. So we need someone. We need someone to take those penalties, and he did. And because people have been saying he only scores in Portugal, I'm going to give him an extra mark because I've realized Leeds United is an English team and it's not a Portuguese team. And his celebration is also so cold as well. And he gave me the best birthday present ever. 9 out of 10 for Victor Gyokeres. Please keep on doing that. Is fantastic. And if he starts scoring goals, and now that he's off the mark, that is what you want to see. Now his confidence will go up. That the first one is usually the hardest to get. Giroud took some games before he scored. I think Giroud, I don't know if I can remember from the top of the head. Was it like 5 or 6 games without scoring? I mean, Thierry Henry went like more than 10 games or 9 or 10 games without scoring. People usually don't score like right away in the first game, I think that is where Arsenal fans as well usually react too much because Ekitike scored for Liverpool. It means Gyokeres also has to score. No, it's going to come. When the chances come, let him score. He doesn't have to score every single game. As long as by the end of the season we are looking at it and he has 20 plus goals, I'm happy. I've predicted 25 goals plus at least 5 assists. He's going to get those. I'm not right. 9 out of 10. First goal, fantastic. The penalty, the power, fantastic. And again, now that Havertz is out, he's going to now need to play a lot of 90 minutes as well. So hopefully now the next thing they're saying is that it's only Leeds. So let's see next week against Liverpool. So they'll always have something to say about Gyokeres because they're not happy about Arsenal signing Gyokeres. They are used to Arsenal signing Sanogo and those kind of players. So no one is happy about Arsenal signing Gyokeres. And Eze, 9 out of 10 for Gyokeres. Who came off the bench? Nwaneri. Ethan Nwaneri came off the bench. Man, we are so blessed to have these guys at Arsenal, man. We are so blessed to have players like Nwaneri and Lewis Kelly coming through the ranks. And last season was not a great season. It was a great season. It was a better season, good season, an okay season because of players like Nwaneri and Lewis Kelly. If Nwaneri and Lewis Kelly were not there last season, then we probably wouldn't have any other positive last season apart from Arsenal getting to the semi-final of the Champions League. That would have been it. That would have been the only positive we'd have taken. But the emergence of Nwaneri and Lewis Kelly, fantastic. And all of a sudden, Nwaneri and Lewis Kelly are looking like grown-ups because we're bringing up 15-year-olds now. You saw the open training the other day. You saw those kids training with the Arsenal players. And maybe some of them can play in the next game. Now that you're promoting 15-year-olds, I'm worried one of those kids will play in our next game. Probably a couple of them are good enough. The 7-8-year-olds, they might play. Why not? We are so good at hell, and promote the 7-year-olds as well. Bring them and make them play the Premier League. Nwaneri, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. Could have been better. There's a couple of times now in terms of running past players and getting into positions, it was okay. Strength wise though, he was Gyokeres is being interviewed, man. Guys, I need to hear what he said. He could have scored a few more goals. That is a striker you want. I'm so happy I've just unmuted when he's saying that I should have scored more goals. He's not happy with the 2 goals. You guys are in trouble. You guys don't know the mess you're in, especially now that you've been saying he's only scoring in Portugal. Now he's been reading those tweets and messages as well. So, yeah, and the celebration is called as well. Look at him. That Eze to Gyokeres pass is going to hit different. Nwaneri 7 out of 10. In terms of strength, though, there's a few times like they were trying to bully him and they're knocking him down. He probably will get that when you're playing Newcastle and Leeds and those kind of teams. But 3 out of 6 ground duels, 2 out of 3 dribble attempts. There's a few times where him and Max were combining, but they were taking a bit of time to shoot the ball, and then the defenders are coming up right away. There's a time Dauman passed to him the ball right outside the box, but it took a bit too much time to shoot. But again, no pressure on Nwaneri, no pressure on Dauman, no pressure on Lewis Kelly. Develop them slowly. We know they're very good. That is why we were crying for them not to leave Arsenal. When we had Nwaneri could go to Chelsea, I couldn't sleep for 2 days, and that is a player we've seen playing for 30 games only. So we know his qualities. 7 out of 10 for Nwaneri. Who else came on? Trossard was the next one to come on for Bukayo Saka, and then Madueke moved on to the right side. Now that Trossard, now that Saka is injured and Odegaard is injured, all of a sudden now, once again, Trossard and Madueke, they become even double important now, because even with Eze, we still need players to bring off the bench, and some games we're not going to score 5 goals every single day, and we are top of the table as well. Man, what a day, guys. What a day. 1 key pass from Trossard, 100% crosses, 1 out of 2 long passes, 1 out of 4 ground duels. I was thinking of giving him a 6 out of 10. If I was giving halves, I would give Madueke 6.5, Trossard 6.5. The crosses were good, though. That is the thing. I think Madueke and Trossard were putting in very good crosses into the box. It's going to end up in goals. Just put in those good crosses. Not every time. Obviously, 2-3 chances. One of them is going to drop to Gyokeres. Some other time is going to drop to Declan Rice. We are going to get goals. I'm not worried about that. He's now signed a new contract. We've added him money, so he's going to be big for us. And I was one of those people who wasn't that keen on Trossard going because I need him as a squad player. I don't give halves, so I would give him a 6.5 in Madueke. I don't give halves, but I feel like 6 is too low. It was such a good day, man. 6 is too low. I feel Trossard and Madueke should have 6, but I've given them a 7. I'll come to you guys' comments and see what you guys are giving them. Let's go to the last 3 subs. Max Dauman. Max Dauman, man. What a guy, man. This guy is 15. Are you guys understanding this? Max Dauman is 15 years of age. 15. I'm going to have to give him an 8 out of 10. That was the first time he played in the Premier League. And you could not tell. It's like he's been there for 3-4 years. And then he got an assist as well with the penalty. Absolutely fantastic, man. He doesn't even have a picture on SofaScore. There's no picture of him. It's just, the egg. There's no picture of him because he's so young. Look at him. They're showing him right now. I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. Maybe if it was a different player, I would have given them a 7. But because, man, this is his debut, he did not have any fear. You saw that volley that he took. If that went in, And then he shot the ball like 3 times as well. He's not scared of shooting the ball. He gets a chance. He doesn't care if Gyokeres is asking him for a pass. He doesn't care if Rice is asking him for a pass. If he wants to shoot, he's going to shoot the ball. I'm happy he has that confidence. I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. What a talent, man. And he's part of the team now. He's literally a player that we can turn to come on. The 2 youngest players in Premier League history, Ethan Nwaneri and Max Dauman, and they were both on the pitch at the same time. Helland, man, what are you doing to us? Thank you, Helland. MLS came on as well. Lewis Kelly, we still kept a clean sheet. They won for 30 minutes. Miles, I mean, at the moment, it's looking like Calafiori is ahead of him, but that is not a problem. That is not a problem at all. There's going to be rotation. You're going to get your opportunities as well. 4 out of 5 ground duels when he came on, 28 touches of the ball, 100% pass accuracy as well, 2 out of 2 dribble attempts. MLS, you're still part of the team that kept the clean sheet the last 30 minutes. I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. Still a very good player. It's not like you're forgetting him now that Calafiori is very good. No, he's still going to play a crucial role. And I'm hearing Arsenal might still want a left back in the transfer window. If that happens, then, you know, his original position is midfield. So maybe we could be using them as well. But hey, listen, there's a lot of games. Last season, there's a point you didn't have players. I'm not going to complain about having more players. Not at all. Mosquera also came on. He came on at, was it right back? Yeah, he came on for Timber at right back. And he's going to be needed there now that we need to protect Timber and Ben White. We're going to need them there. We are going to need them a lot. And Mosquera is going to be coming on for Gabriel. He's going to be coming on for Saliba. He's going to be coming on for Timber and Ben White. So he has a lot of roles this season. So for Mosquera, I'm going to give him again, he came on the 63rd minute. That is early enough. So that's why I'm going to give them a 7, because there was still like 35 minutes of defending to do. So I'm going to give Lewis Kelly and Mosquera 7 out of 10 for both of them. No one got below a 7. I would understand if you gave a couple of players a 6, no problem. But yeah, I was so happy today, man. I'm going to give them a 7 and 8s and 9s. And I think it was very good performances. You know, I think Gyokeres is actually a 9. I think Timber is actually a 10. Like, he played like a 10 today. Calafiori was really good as well. Eze. What the hell? We're going to give Eze a 7. We're going to give Eze a 7. Why not? Why not? Look at him. He's smiling. He did this to the badge. 7 out of 10. 7. And the piercing as well. He's just made for Arsenal. Look at him. He's doing this. He's doing this because he's joined Arsenal. He's thanking the heavens. As a 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 for Eberici. I love him already, man. I just know, man. Eze and Gyokeres there. I cannot. We've come from far, man. 4 years ago, we were not talking about this, man. 4 years ago, we were not talking about this. And look at Ian Wright as well. He was actually in the announcement video. What an announcement video as well. Arteta is the last one. Mikel Arteta, we are going to give him 5-0 clean sheet. He brought in Max Dauman. I think he took off Calafiori and Timber at the right time as well. I wanted them to come off. No injuries, just take them off when the job is done. Obviously, we couldn't do anything with Saka and Odegaard. They got injured early. Team news-wise, I personally wanted Trossard to start on the left. He started Madueke, no problem. Everyone is going to get their chance. That's why we need all of these players. As you've seen, that's why when we've been talking in the transfer videos, guys, I've been telling you, when people say, you know, sell Trossard, sell Martinelli, sell Zinchenko, sell this one. Nah. What happens when you have injuries? Because injuries have to be in our mind, because we saw what happened last season. And boom, we are still in August, and Nogard is out, Odegaard is out, Saka is out, Havertz is out, White is out. Like, there's like 6 players out already. So we really needed that as a signing, and you know, you definitely need. I don't think you can sell anyone right now. If you want to buying someone, yeah, I'm open to us buying someone else. Yeah, that's fine. There's other players to sell. Yeah, but at this point, I'd not really be looking at selling players like Trossard, even if he had not signed the contract. No, we need enough players on in the team, because Champions League will start, Carabao Cup will start. You'll need these players, because I don't want to see Saliba playing in the Carabao Cup, you know, against Accrington, Stanley, or Bolton. I don't want that. I want us to use the entire squad. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 for today. I think it was a good enough performance. Fantastic. 5-0 clean sheet. First 30 minutes were a bit quiet, but hey, he also gave Gyokeres 90 minutes. That is what he needed to do, you know, because he didn't score last week. Give him as many minutes as you want. So hopefully those ratings, fair enough.